up, party people? This is Late Night at TML. I am DJ JT, bringing you with the funky beats. Now put your hands together. Will the real Kiwi Hours please stand up?
Howdy, howdy. Howdy, everybody. Thanks for showing up to my little saloon tonight. We're gonna have a great show for y'all. DJ Gentown, JT, how's it going?
It's going well, my friend. How about you?
It's going pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
Having a great old time in the Wild West or something.
Oh yeah, indeed.
That's half of our show. We got a theme going on.
I'm just exercising my lasso.
Yeah, for sure, honestly. How do you oh, okay. I got a phone call I gotta take. Oh, my phone's askew. There we go. Hello? I mean, howdy. Yeah, you've seen him. You've seen him around the horse, the apple barrel. Yeah, apple barrel? Yes, that's his name. Yeah, he's tall. He's a horse. Does not cause destruction of public property a lot of the time. And now he's on my set right now because he somehow got here. I don't know how he got here, but that's okay. I have some feed. I have some apples in the drawer. So, yeah, thank you. I'll call you back later. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is Apple Barrel.
What in tarnation is this horse doing eating all this crud?
Well, he works here mostly. I mean, I drove him here today. He's eating the apple pies in here. We left apple pies in here for a while.
He's a big boy.
He's a pretty big boy. He used to be a little foal. That's where I found him. When I found him, he was at a little Cracker Barrel eating an apple pie.
Like the restaurant shop?
Yeah, that one. I just thought it would be cool to merge those two names together, and that's how he got here. He's older now, and I appreciate him. I'm getting another phone call. We can't say Cracker Barrel on air because it's a copyright issue. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Thank you. I said thank you. Just let them deal with it. Sorry. I'm going to continue saying Cracker Barrel, and that's okay. So, enough about that. Oh, my hat. Oh, it's in my drink. Nothing in here. So it's fine. Sorry, I'm getting off track. A lot of things are happening. So let's just get it going and introduce our first guest of today, our director from the Ghost Wranglers film. Joining us, Jaya. Howdy, howdy.
Nice to meet you.
Too. Sorry you had to get that little rough start. You know Apple Barrel, he likes attention sometimes, so if he asks for it, you just gotta give it to him, or else he's gonna keep going. Ain't that right, boy? Yeah, he's nodding. I'm proud of him. So, I got my questions right here. Oh, you weren't supposed to see that. So, let's get the show on the road. I think that's the right saying. Yeah, it is, probably. Let's get some horse on the tracks. I'm trying to think of horse puns. I got horse in my eye. So, Miss Director, I think that since I'm just messing up all my words. There's a lot going on in the first 3 minutes of the show, okay? So, is this your directorial debut, or have you done this type of job anywhere else?
Yeah, this was my first role as a director. So yeah, this is my directorial debut. It was a really fun and a challenging experience, to say the least. And just like you, there was a lot of things going on. So I want to give a big thank you to the rest of the cast and crew for helping me make Ghost Wranglers what it is.
Of course. Like, honestly, pretty fun. Pretty fun to work with all those people. Before we get to the people, though, we're going to talk about your location. We know that you filmed some of it on the set, but some of it you filmed on, what's it called? in a little escape room. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so the escape room is called Brainiacs. It's located in Temecula. Thanks a bunch for letting us shoot there for 2 days, really nice. So they have several different themes of escape rooms, and then so we obviously chose the Western themes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun, honestly. Did you have to change anything up for filming, or did you just do it as it was?
It was a little difficult in the beginning because since we only were able to shoot there for 2 days, the days where we weren't able to shoot there, we had to practice what it would be like if we were actually in there. So we just practiced in our studio. And then so it was really hard to visualize how the room would be like since there's no reference pictures online or anything. It's an escape room. So yeah, I'm a visual learner, so it was really hard for me to tell where things would end up being. But once we actually got there in person, it was a lot better. So yeah, we were able to do a lot of troubleshooting, and thankfully it worked out.
That's awesome. I love how it all works out in the end, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good segue into working with people. Can we get our... Oh, sorry, I forgot about one of the things, which is pertinent to something else. That's a little secret. The visual effects work. I really like the little ghost in a jar where you just was a little head and you just like floating around and after you got lassoed. How was that all working out?
So yeah, that was a really fun process to make. There was several actors that played the ghosts. I actually played 3 ghosts, so I appeared like several times. So what we did was we acted in front of a green screen, and then once we had that, we were able to crop it out and place them inside the background with the jars in them, and then we were just able to single out our heads. And then we also gave us like the purple glow and made us like semi-see-through to give it that. It turned out really nice.
I think it did too. I think it turned out pretty well. And honestly, I think I really appreciate that in the film. And talking about other actors, you appearing in the film, let's get to our star, won't we? Oh. He's returning my hat. I really appreciate he's so black. But let's get to our star, shall we? He's one of the cowboys, and he's gonna be moseying onto our set right about now. Let's welcome Julian to the stage. Howdy.
It came me from far, far away. I was working on a set called Ghost Ranger.
We appreciate you coming all the way out here for this. We understand the travel was a little long and arduous, but...
Yeah, it was a little long. I love being here with you guys.
Yeah, of course. We really appreciate you being here with us, too. So, let's get straight into the little questions that I have. The first one. So this is your second time working in a horror film like this. What's it like?
Yeah, I love working on a horror film. That's my favorite thing. I love acting.
Yeah.
And when we went to a place called Brainiac.
Yeah, your director mentioned that a little bit ago. Seems like it was a hit, honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's pretty cool. What's the thing that you were most proud of doing?
I love acting.
Yeah? Just acting in general? And honestly, that's a pretty good thing to be proud of. Yeah, I think you did great in the showings that I was seeing. I think you guys really knocked it out of the park. The park, not the park. There we go. We know you're both little horror aficionados.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How did it come to be with your, spooky cowboy?
I came a good, and we a good thing. I like it a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything to add?
Yeah, really great team, really great partner. Yeah, no, so actually, if it wasn't for him, then we would just have like a generic Western film. Because when we were brainstorming ideas of our film, it was just supposed to be a generic Western until Julian came up with the idea of, hey, what if we added ghosts into the film? And then I just kind of built off of that idea. And then over time, it just snowballed into Ghost Wranglers, into what you see now. So, yeah.
A real collaborative effort. I hear that you have a trailer to show us, that little collaborative effort of yours.
Yep.
Yep.
Ready to play it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and watch. Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Let's hit that button. Beep.
In the Old West, two cowboys are given a task to do what no other cowboys would do: catch ghosts. Saddle up and get ready for a wild ride. Ghost Wranglers.
Pretty good trailer, honestly. I'm gonna watch it again. You can watch it in select theaters, probably near you, huh? And I want to thank you guys for coming here. And before y'all mosey on out, I got a little gift for you. Oh, that's a spider.
I love spiders.
Here you go. Oh, sorry, that wasn't the gift. This is. He's a little ghost in a jar. He seems pretty polite. I found him in my office doing my taxes last April. So it seems like he's a pretty good tax consultant. And I just really appreciate him, honestly.
That's amazing.
Of course. And I want you to have him.
Oh, thank you. That's also amazing. He's so cute.
Yeah. I do want to tell you that I will be needing to borrow him back in April again, just so you know.
Oh, so it's a shared custody thing?
Yes, it is. I need somebody to do my taxes, and he
Okay.
does it for free and pretty accurately. So I just wanna thank you guys for coming on over.
Thank you for having us. I had such a fun time.
Of course, I had such a fun time
Thanks
too.
for having us, partner.
Of course, partner. I'm getting a phone call. So, howdy. Oh yeah, we got a little man on the street special that we could go to. I think that'd be pretty good, honestly. We just got finished up here. So, thank you. So, we're gonna take a little break and let you guys watch our little man on the street with their special report. Bye now.
What did you do on the weekend?
Usually animating, or I'm hanging out with my family, or we go to my grandpa's house and hang out.
I like to play video games, draw characters, or in sketching, or anything really.
Just listen to music, just relax, eat good food, play games.
What I do on the weekends is I watch TV and play Nintendo Switch.
Generally, I would say mostly relaxing, but there is some occasions where I just do random complex things.
So what I like to do on the weekends is I play with my dog and I draw on my iPad, and I like to listen to music, and I like to get some fresh air.
For what I do on the weekends, it's either using Photoshop or working on college assignments.
What is your favorite flavor of cake?
Chocolate or ice cream cake. Can't go wrong with chocolate.
My favorite flavor of cake would be strawberry.
My favorite flavor of cake is waffle cake my mother makes.
My favorite flavor of cake would have to be cheesecake, angel cake, and carrot cake.
My favorite flavor of cake was the funfetti.
My favorite flavor of cake.
I'll say it's red velvet.
Churro cake.
My favorite flavor of cake is mint ice cream cake.
My favorite flavor of cake is red lettuce.
My favorite flavor of cake is caramel cake flavor.
So my favorite flavor of cake is vanilla, and it's so good.
My favorite cake would probably be red velvet or maybe birthday cake.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could totally do that. Yeah, that'd be so awesome. I'll call you back. Birds are getting here. Welcome back, everybody. This next segment, we got a very special guest. We want to give a warm welcome to the owner of the Tuscatera Museum, Edward Whipper. Howdy, Mr. Whipper. Want to thank you for being here, Mr. Whipper.
Pleasure being here.
Came all the way from Pennsylvania, I think, right?
Yeah.
That's where...
always do this.
Huh?
I was saying, does he always do
Yeah, sorry, that's my horse. That's Apple Barrel. He's a little bit of a scam, if you will. You know? He won't cause any harm, hopefully. So, once again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Pleasure to be here.
We're here to talk about your museum, Tuscatera, located in Pennsylvanian forest mountains, that kind of area. It's been operating for about maybe 100 years, and this is Pizza Questions. And Spider. It's been owned and operated for about 100 years. How's it going? What's driving that growth of it? He is trying to eat your cane.
Well, the growth of it really came from all of our findings that we got from around the world.
Mm-hmm. All the findings, all the excavations. How's that all been going? That whole operation?
Relatively well, I may say, but I'll usually go and send out my specialist.
Ooh. How difficult in what way? Any special item that's hard to get? Are there any ghosties in those special items?
From my knowledge, it's usually due to a bunch of booby traps for people not wanting these items to get to the wrong hands.
Oh. Well, aren't I glad that you guys are the right hands doing all this stuff? Really appreciate you guys keeping all these new items. How do you get them, by the way? You mentioned the booby traps. Are they in like hidden little temples or areas or anything like that?
Yeah, so what we do is we send out an anonymous tip and then I send some of my specialists to go acquire said artifacts.
Ooh, that's pretty good. You gotta tighten that operation there, don't you? Yeah. We're here to bring a little spotlight to the little centerpiece of your museum. A particular pocket watch. Would you mind telling us about that little artifact of yours?
Certainly. It belonged to my great-great-grandfather. He was fishing one day, he ended up acquiring an old watch. Mm-hmm. The watch in question did contain a spirit that was trying to get back to its original time. Mm-hmm. So he had to rewind the clock back into its original time so the ghost could be able to go back.
Oh, like the time ghost winding back. That's pretty neat. If this thing's like inert now, how much do you think it would be worth? Are any other items up for sale?
Well, most items are buy at your own risk. But for that pocket watch in question, I would say you're looking around a couple of $2 million.
Ooh, that's a lot of money. We don't have that guy. Before we go on to the next question, do you need anything? Do you need a drink?
No. I'm good. Thanks.
I think I'm gonna send Apple Barrel to get you one anyway, just in case, because I'm worried for you. You're ready for Apple Barrel? Apple Barrel? Can you get this fine man a drink, please? I appreciate it. So, obviously you said your great-grandfather's old watch. How did that lead you and your family into this haunted museum business? How did it come to be?
It really came to be, started with the watch, and then he ended up going on a search for other artifacts.
Ooh.
So my family decided to do the same thing by their choice, of course. And I was one of them who decided to go and find these artifacts.
Oh. At one point you were one of those explorers that you've been talking about?
Yeah.
Trying to search around for them. That's honestly, that's pretty good. Have you personally encountered any spirits, any ghosties, anything like that in your time?
Yeah, I have quite a few.
Oh, that's fun. I think that's honestly, I think that's an interview for another day. You know, if you ever wanted to come back. First, I think you have a little advertisement for your museum that you and your team put together.
Yeah, indeed.
You want us to show it? Yeah, for the game.
Rolling.
Roll it. That's pretty spooky, honestly. Oh, it seems like the barrel's in the phone. Oh, okay. I appreciate it. Yeah. That is pretty spooky, dusty, crusty, a little musty, and I think that's the perfect atmosphere to go for this kind of haunted museum. How haunted do you think the premises are? Is there any? You got any spooky stories from the night shift or anything like that, if you have one?
Nothing to my knowledge, but I do believe that some activity may occur at night. Some may consider to be unnatural.
Ooh, that's pretty spooky, honestly. We're running out of time here. Got two more things for you. One, is there anything big coming?
Yes.
Oh. Anything you could share with us right now?
No.
How mysterious. I guess that means you will have to go over to the Tuscatera in Pennsylvania for it. To see what it's all about. So, one last thing. I got something for you to bring back home. His name's Nabnar. He's a very sweet boy. He likes to cuddle a lot despite his rough-looking exterior. And I want you to have him for your museum.
Very well then.
Here you go. Honestly, I needed to get him out of here because Apple Barrel and him have a lot of beef.
Yeah,
Not my wife,
and this mask is actually used in the 6th century by Aztecs as a means to go to war.
Oh, my little boy's a fighter.
So I'll take him back to Pennsylvania. What makes him tick.
Of course. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming.
Pleasure being here.
Shim said I got a phone call. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, totally. We have another man on the street. Special report. That's awesome. So, thank you so much for letting me know. I want to thank you guys for coming out here with me. And I'll be tangled by the end of the night. We could go to the Man on the Street interview. I really appreciate it. Thank you all for coming on tonight. And good night, everybody.
What is your favorite video game to play?
I will say Tetris on the original Game Boy.
My favorite video game to play would be The Legend of Zelda.
My favorite video game to play is Skyrim.
What is your favorite video game to play? My favorite video game to play would have to be Miitopia on a Nintendo Switch, Roblox, and Minecraft.
My favorite video game is Kirby Air Ride.
My favorite video game to play is any of the NES, SNES, and N64 games.
My favorite video game will have to be Stardew Valley because I like the way you play on your own pace, and it's a really comfortable game.
My favorite video game to play is Animal Crossing and Disney Dreamlight Valley.
My favorite video game is Astrobot from PlayStation 5.
My favorite video game to play is Tetris.
What is your favorite genre of music?
My favorite genre of music would be old school hip hop.
My favorite genre of music is whatever type of music like Jimi Hendrix.
My favorite genre of music would have to be chill vibes, pop, and indie music.
My favorite genre of the music is the 80s. They had a lot of different mixed music.
My favorite bit of music, kind of music I listen to is Weird Al Yankovic.
My favorite genre of music would have to be, no doubtedly, EDM or electronic dance music.
My favorite genre of music is country and Christian music.
My favorite music genre is a tie between ambient, drone, techno, experimental.
Mine is indie rock and especially Modest Mouse.
Mr. Leno, we're ready for you now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Late Night at TML with your host, Fernando Leno!
Hey everybody, how's it going tonight? It's great to see everyone here tonight. I'm your host, Fernando Leno. Welcome to the Tonight Show here at the Media Lab. Well, thank you everyone. Glad to be here. You're all much too kind. Tonight you're in for a treat. We have two amazing guests tonight. First we have Alfonso Costanza, owner of the infamous Alfonso's Pizza, who's used a very intriguing ingredient that's causing a lot of backlash. He's come to the show to clear his name and the rumors that his customers have developed abilities to climb walls, lift cars, or just look like a late John Travolta. All right, we also have an indie filmmaker telling us about his longtime project that goes deep into cryptid communities. Ooh, he's been seeking them for years, and now we'll all get to have a sneak peek into his findings. Without further ado, our first guest tonight has really been making waves. He's gone mega viral for using a toxic ingredient for his pizza. Everyone is talking about it. Let's take a look.
It's me, Alfonso, and welcome to my pizzeria. Come on in and enjoy all the fun and games in my restaurant. Here, we make our one-of-a-kind pizza with our all-new Costanza sauce. You wouldn't want to miss out on our great deals. this week, buy one of our special Costanzo cheese pizza and we'll throw in an extra cheese pizza for free.
All right, everybody. Well, let's have a good round of applause. And now, please welcome Alfonso Costanzo, everyone.
It's me, Alfonso.
Alfonso, good to see you, my friend.
I'm so glad to
Welcome
be
to
here.
the Tonight Show.
The Night Show. Oh, man. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, happy to have you on the show.
Yeah.
So, you come to the show to clear your name. I heard there was some sort of incident, but now it seems like you have it straightened out.
Of course. After 6 months of misfortune, I finally got out of that house arrest. For all the radiation around my restaurant has been cleared away, and all the mutated rats that were nested underground have all been exterminated.
Well, that's great news. Well, tell us, how did this ordeal even started?
Oh, of course. It all started during my late night delivery run. Well, it was like when I was working late at night to deliver my Alfonso's pizza to the homeless people that are living inside the abandoned chemical plant.
I don't know why anybody would pick that place to be homeless at, but what happened next?
Oh, of course. While I was going out about my business, I came across this weird glowing concoction that were sitting inside a barrel in the middle of the room.
A glowing material that was inside a barrel.
Of course.
And what did you do next?
Of course. It was this, apparently this glowing concoction is actually made out of nuclear waste.
Nuclear waste?
Of course. And
I a little worried about coming in contact with something like that?
Of course. Well, I thought that if no one's apparently using this ingredient, so I thought I'd borrow this nuclear waste. And after much hard work at the restaurant, I finally made the nuclear waste edible and for everyone to enjoy.
Which is what you call your Costanza sauce now.
That's right. I even renamed the brand the Costanza sauce.
Interesting. So what are you saying about these rumors that are going around out there that you got people that can climb walls, lift cars, even buildings? Heck, there's even a guy that can glow.
Of course. Well, they're mostly half true. Well, it is true that there are some customers that can glow in the dark. Well, most of the customers that eat the Costanza sauce usually transform into animalistic and monstrous abominations.
My goodness, and I'm assuming they're getting treatment?
Of course. I heard that there are some customers that mutated are at the hospital right now, but recently most of them are admitted at this place called Area 51.
Area 51, very interesting. So tell me, did you bring any of this pizza for us to sample, or at least the Costanza sauce?
Of course, I would enjoy bringing in my special ingredient for everyone to try out. Unfortunately, the federal government at the time, confiscated my Costanza sauce alongside all the ingredients that were contaminated.
Yeah, I know how the federal government can be. Wait, there's no agents in this set, is there?
Of course.
I don't see anybody in the audience. Good. Last year they took my taxes. It was painful.
Yes, of course. Yes, I wouldn't want another incident like involving another breakout of mutated rats that were rampaging all over my kitchen.
Well, I'm glad to see everything's been working out, Mr. Costanza.
Yes, of course. Yeah, I tried getting the health inspector to investigate what's wrong with my restaurant, but apparently he got eaten by the mutated rats. I tried calling the exterminators, and they got eaten as well.
Well, let's hope everything works out for the best. That's Alfonso. You can catch him at Alfonso's Pizza. Where is it?
Oh, of course, it's at Brooklyn. You know where Brooklyn is.
Yeah, it's Brooklyn, New York. Beautiful area. Well, all right, that was awesome. We'll get to our next guest in a moment, but first let's take it nationwide to our man on the street coverage, Tom Brady, 7-time Super Bowl champ. We're going to throw it over to you, Tom. Take it away.
What is your favorite movie?
Back to the Future, all three, without a doubt.
My favorite movie would be Batman vs. Superman, The Dawn of Justice.
My favorite movie would have to be Encanto and A Bug's Life.
One of my favorite movie is Soul Surfer.
I would definitely say RoboCop altogether because it's definitely like the tightest movie I've seen for like plot-wise. And I feel like how the story like builds up and everything comes really well and all together.
So my favorite movie is Lilo and Stitch because it's a movie that I personally grew up watching when I was a little kid. And it has a special place in my heart because I love Stitch. He's like one of my favorite characters in the entire world.
My favorite movie would have to be Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, because I feel like within the prequel trilogy, that's where I feel like it perfectly leads up to what will become, essentially leads up to the original trilogy.
What is your favorite animated TV show?
I would say Doug from back in the day.
My favorite animated TV show would be Batman the Animated Series.
My favorite animated TV show is The Regular Show. It's a show that the original things will absurdly happen.
My favorite anime TV show would have to be SpongeBob SquarePants.
My favorite animated TV show to watch is Naruto.
My favorite animated TV show is SpongeBob because it makes me laugh and it's so funny.
My favorite animated TV show is SpongeBob SquarePants.
My favorite animated TV show would have to be Cells at Work and Digital Circus and the Wonderful World of Mickey Mouse.
All right, welcome back to the show. All right, everyone. Our next guest has been searching for his dad for years. That left him on a wild journey into filmmaking. We'll let him explain. Please welcome to the stage, James E. DeVille, everyone. How's it going, Jimmy? Good to see you. Welcome to the Night Show. Thank you. Have a seat. So how you been?
Been fantastic.
You look
thank
good,
you.
man. So I hear you're starting this new film, a documentary called The Lurker. Tell us about it.
Well, it's about my documentary about findings of this obscure cryptid called The Lurker.
The Lurker. Wow. And tell us, what got you into wanting to film this documentary?
Well, I hope it will lead to more answers in finding my dad, since I found a VHS tape containing video footage of him coincidentally in it.
Yeah, you mentioned about that he came out in a film you found in some stores. It's correct?
That's correct.
Well, let's take a look at this video.
Hey guys, this is Joe. I'm in Harold Town, Montana. Time. It's 11:45. Date. 10/13/1999. Go inside and make my way back to camp.
Interesting video. I thought I recognized that man from somewhere.
You have?
Yes, he was a regular during the time where my father wants to run the business. He always seems to like his pizza with anchovies.
Sounds kind of fishy if you ask me.
Yes, not as fishy as the time where my father once brought an ingredient from a lake in the middle of forest. Apparently, I wouldn't know what the details are, but apparently the ingredient had become such a disaster that my father had to close down his business in Montana.
Interesting. Where did you say this video was taken at?
Well, in Montana. That's what the last sighting of my dad.
Sounds
and
very
that's what the
coincidental.
video store
Very
said.
coincidental. I didn't even know that.
In Montana. Now, what are you looking into accomplishing when you go up there to film this film up there in Montana?
Well, I'm hoping I actually find this thing and maybe turn to scientific research, and hopefully it'll lead to the mystery of my disappearance of my dad.
Well, let's hope you find some answers up there. It seems like you've got a clue over here. Perhaps start at Mr. Costanzo's restaurant.
That's right.
Well, tell us, You plan to releasing this film in, as well as in a novel, in a book?
That's affirmative. I'm doing the process of writing it right now.
And I assume you found a publisher to help you with that.
Well, I'm looking for one currently.
Oh, I see.
Some will say, well, try not to get it classified as fantasy. You know what I mean?
Very interesting. And where can our audience find this movie of yours?
Hopefully I'm releasing in theaters if I get approved by a company, but I also want to release on DVD.
Well, everybody, James E. DeVille. He's going to be showing this film in select theaters soon. Hopefully you guys can go out there and catch it. The creepy crawler, is it?
The Lurker.
The Lurker, sorry. The Lurker, everyone. All right, that's going to be our time tonight. We were going to have Coney and Yolanda on, but ran out of time. We'll get to them then the next show. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. Alfonso Costanza and James E. DeVille, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, man. Wait, I got a little bit of something for y'all. Yeah, so who wants some 6 cheese meat lovers pizza? Hey, you want some? Okay, here you go.
I just dropped it somewhere on the floor. Okay, I think I got it.
What's going on? Oh, no, the mutineers are out. Come here again. No, the mutated rat. They're